Hi sup chicks and sup blokes, welcome to our van tour. So the reason we're actually doing this van tour is because we're going to be selling Harmony. It's time for us to move back to Australia, and unfortunately we can't take Harmony with us. It's just not practical. She doesn't really suit the big wide open spaces and doesn't have air conditioning, so we're hoping to find a really great new family to look after her and have some great adventures in her. So let's go have a look. So in the back here we can have a setup of either 2 seats like the one on the right, or 2 seats like the one on the left, or one of each. So looking back into the driving area, it's quite roomy. You can pop down both the driving and passenger seats to make them into a part of the bed, so you can have either 2 singles by lying long ways, or you can make it into a double by placing some more pieces in the middle. Underneath the seats there's actually quite a lot of storage. So here we've got the pantry type things, so cans, long life goods, and over the other side here we've got quite a lot more storage. Extra water, Neil's dirty mechanic clothes and things like that, and then over here the electrical equipment. So there's not quite as much space because of the heater underneath. And this is where the tables are kept, behind the couch back, and there's 2 small tables and there's 3 different positions you can put them into, so in the middle of the 2 bench seats, or in between the driver's seat and the back seat, the passenger seat and the other back seat. And folding all the pieces down to make one big bed. It actually is quite roomy. It's probably about a king, a super king I think in the UK terminology. And here we have the storage above the cabin. So this is like a bed that's big enough for maybe a couple of small children, maybe a light adult. It's a bit tied up there, a bit claustrophobic feeling, so it's probably better to sleep on the one underneath. We keep one of these extension pieces in so that we have a little bit more storage, but you can pull the other one out to make it into the full length bed. So when it is fully packed, we have both our paddle boards up there, we have bedding, and you can see that you can't actually stand up in as much of the cabin section with this extra piece in situ. So the kitchen's actually quite roomy for such a small van, and quite a lot of storage and shower and toilet. So we have a little sink under this first piece here, and then the 2 burner cooker. So it's a bit small for a frying pan, but we've also got a portable cooker that we use for when we want to fry things, which means you can also use it outside for like a barbecue. Underneath is the grill. And then a cutlery drawer. And under here quite a lot of storage for things like saucepans, food containers. We have a little compartment for things like gloves, matches, and down here is the kettle and cleaning goods. And the fridge is actually quite a decent size as well, and you can see a tiny wee freezer right over in the back corner there. And a little pull out piece here, looks like a wine rack, could be a bookshelf. Not sure if it doubles up for a ladder to get up to the top bed as well. And under here you can see the heater vents. So this is a control panel, tells you how much water you have and charge point. Up here we keep sort of condiments, glasses, coffee pods, and over here is where we keep our plates and mugs. So they're obviously cut for a specific size. Luckily, the ones that we already had in the house fit. Over here we have the original hot water system, which needs a service. And then we have a wardrobe, so possibly it'd be better with a couple of shelves or something in here. It's quite a huge space, but it's needs better management. And down here we also have the gas. So we've actually got a second gas bottle so that if you run out you can swap over directly without having to hunt for a gas supply. And in here is the bathroom, so little cassette toilet. This bit here folds down to a sink and a cabinet for all your toiletries, and the actual shower head as well. And you can also access through the back door. We really love Harmony. She's been an awesome wee home for us over the last 4 months. Since we got her, we have done 5,000 miles or 8,000 kilometres, and she hasn't skipped a beat. The only issue we've had was when we got a bad tank of petrol, and we think it might have had some moisture in it. She coughed and spluttered a bit, but Neil installed a fuel filter and we've not had a problem since. Not to boast too much here, but Neil has taken excellent mechanical care of Harmony. He comes from the school of thought that prevention is better than being stuck on the side of the road, and has replaced many of the potentially problematic parts that see most van lifers stranded on the side of the road. He's an outback trucker and as such has a strong mechanical knowledge, as is necessary to avoid being stuck in potentially life-threatening situations. So I think that's a pretty good testament to Harmony's mechanical history. There are, however, many more things that the new owner could do to bring her into the modern era. She is 30 years old, and most of them are cosmetic fun things that van lifers enjoy doing to make their camper Insta-worthy. As far as all the mechanics go, we will put the details of what we have done, what Neil has done, what bits and pieces he's changed in the description of the advertisement. When we get that up and running, we will pop it in the description below. Thanks for watching. If you'd love to keep the videos coming, you can support us by liking, subscribing, clicking notifications, and sharing with your paddleboarding mates. See you next week.